Hello, it is Monday, September 25th. It's a new week of the Holiday Transformation Challenge. I hope you've had a chance to check out last week's video. I showed progress photos, weekly progress photos that I've taken for the past 5 previous weeks. And it's pretty amazing to look at them and then also compare with the way my weight has been tracking. Some takeaways from last week that were significant for me was you can have get-togethers with family and friends and stay on plan and not be miserable. I did not get very many workouts in last week. In fact, the only gym or resistance workout that I had was kind of a half-assed leg day. But this week I am excited to be getting back into the gym and being able to work my arms and the rest of my upper body better. And then also this week is going to be a weigh-in day later this week at the nutrition supplement store. I will be doing another InBody scan and comparing it to the one from 2 weeks ago to see how many pounds of fat I've lost and how many pounds of muscle have I gained. So that's going to be exciting. So I just got back from my morning walk with Vasco and we did it kind of late today, got off to a slow start. It was getting pretty warm. And if you hear whining in the background, that's him because the chickens are doing some kind of shenanigans in the backyard and he gets very anxious when things are doing things and he doesn't like it. So I've got my breakfast here. It's almost 1 o'clock in the afternoon, but this is my first real meal of the day. I should mention I'm not technically doing intermittent fasting during this challenge like I usually do. I usually have a black coffee and then don't eat until around lunchtime unless I'm hungry sooner. But since I am putting butter and egg into my morning coffees, I'm not fasting. Some people have different definitions of fasting, so I'm not considering it to be a fast. So I have my breakfast here this morning. 4 over medium eggs. These are from my chickens. They're finally starting to get up to about 6 eggs a day, and we even had a couple of double yolkers over the weekend. And 1 slice of the egg white bread. I've browned it up in a pan with butter, and you can hear it's nice and crispy on the outside. And then this, I've diced up some of the pork belly that I roasted, and I browned that up in the pan too. And actually, if you cut it in larger chunks, like I don't know, maybe almost die size, and you brown it in a pan really well, it gets really soft and buttery on the inside and crispy on the outside, and it's almost like a tater tot or something. It's really good. So I'm going to eat this, and we will see what I'm going to be doing later.
It's really getting too much, but I can't pull back. Though I try to resist, I can't fight this. And no one makes me feel like you do. And no one sets my body on fire. And no one gives me shivers like you. Oh, no one does it better. How I try to sleep, but you're deep in my mind. Got a hold of me. When I'm awake, I'm all blind. You and your magic, like infinite power. God knows I try to resist.
So I just finished my first real workout in over a week. Today I did chest and triceps. I went light on most of the exercises just out of caution. I gotta make sure that I'm watching my form on the bench press and keeping my elbows kind of tucked in and not flared out. Shoulder press, I went pretty light with 10-pound dumbbells. I didn't feel any pain with this, but I did feel some pulling in that shoulder, so I'll just kind of keep an eye on it over the next couple of days and make sure things aren't getting worse. Also, at the end of the first set, I realized I had my elbows out to the side, so I needed to bring those forward a little bit. So the rest of the sets, I had my elbows in slightly at an angle. My dips, using the dip machine, I try to keep my elbows in on that one, but the bars are kind of spaced far apart, so it's kind of hard for me to do that because my shoulders aren't super wide. Those went pretty well. Flies were okay. I didn't try to get all 10 reps on each set. And then tricep push downs, I went with the same weight, and they were hard. They've been hard for a little bit. So overall, I'm pretty pleased with my first chest day back. I felt that it was challenging, but I don't think I was rushing into anything too quickly. So we'll see how I feel in the next day or two. I am eating my dinner, and I think I might actually have to tap out on this one. I'm just not that hungry. The only reason I started eating is because I fixed my son dinner. I still have a little bit of the barbacoa left in the bowl, and it's kind of spicy, so that's why I'm a little flushed right now as it's warm in the house. But I have felt like the last couple of days I have not been very hungry, so could be a good thing. We'll see. This goes to show you how important it is to have a game plan whenever you start to feel tempted or you're getting pressured by someone else to eat foods that are not helping you toward your goal. And also how you can compromise a little bit without throwing your whole day away. So today I have been feeling very blah. I'm very tired. I didn't sleep very well last night. My pillow's giving me a crook in my neck, so I'm gonna go get a new pillow and see if that helps. So just not in the greatest mood. Also, for those of you who know, I am currently not working, but looking for a job, and for right now, it's not going very well. I have absolutely no leads, and so that and, you know, motherhood issues, relationship issues, you know, just all of the things going on in life are just running me down a little bit today. So I held off on having some breakfast because nothing was sounding good, and being in a bad mood, I was like, you know what would sound really good right now? Some buffalo chicken tenders, which is like one of those, for me, like, it's absolute garbage food, but for me, it's like one of those comfort foods. So I kept waiting, and as I kept waiting, I kept getting hungrier, but still nothing in the house was sounding good. And I should have had a plan because I've been eating fairly healthy for a couple of months now, and honestly, I haven't really had very many instances of real temptation to eat something that is like a junk food or high carbohydrate, unless it was like a planned item that I wanted to eat. So I found myself out and about and went to O'Charlie's and got their chicken tenders, buffalo chicken tenders with ranch, and I had a Caesar salad. So this is a negative thing that's not going to help me toward my goals, but it's also a positive thing too, because used to, whenever I would go and get chicken tenders. I would get like the larger platter. I would have the rolls and the butter and the French fries. And then I like Caesar salad, so I always got a Caesar salad anyway. But this time, I said, this is what I'm giving, or what I'm craving, and I'm gonna give my body just a little bit of it and pair it with a side salad. And I'm just gonna jump right back on it. I have some steaks at home that we'll have for dinner, so the damage that I've done today is gonna be very minimal, but you also have to understand that some of these other factors in your life, they create the stress that's created by lack of sleep or personal issues. It affects your impulse control, which is something I have a little bit of trouble with already. And then it also changes, the hormones and things that are present when these occur also affect what you do with the calories and the carbs and the fats and the proteins that you're taking in. So increased levels of stress in your life, decreased sleep, will affect what your body does with the macronutrients that you're eating. So I just wanted to include a little chat in, as well as a picture of what I had today for Tuesday lunch. And hopefully next meal I do better, next day I do better, next week I do better.
Sets my body on fire, and no one gives me shivers like you. Oh, no one does it better.
So I just finished my back and bicep day. I didn't really change a whole lot. I decreased some weights on some of the exercises. The one exercise that I was a little concerned about was the upright row, which I read if done improperly can cause shoulder pain. So instead of substituting another exercise for that, I'm going to only be performing that exercise with dumbbells and make sure that I'm following the correct form on that. I will try to not lift my elbows up above shoulder level. I'll just try to stop just below shoulder level, and then at the top of my movements I'll be contracting my shoulder blades back, kind of squeezing them back to get those trap muscles flexed, and also help with the upper arm bone. If you're using a barbell or an easy bar, they rotate inward, and that's what compresses like nerves and stuff. So that could be a possibility of why my shoulder was hurting me. And when I was doing that exercise today, there was no pain or limitation in motion at all. So that's good. I picked 20-pound dumbbells, and the exercise was sufficiently difficult enough, so I'll just continue to follow my normal protocol of progressing with the weights. Overall, I am satisfied with this workout, so I'm glad to be able to just hop back in. Here is Tuesday's dinner. This one is actually my son's steak. It's a tenderloin, medium rare. I had a ribeye with the bone in, and somehow forgot to take a picture of it, but you get the idea. Good morning. It is a dreary Wednesday morning. It's been raining and storming off and on, so I have not had my walk with Bosco yet. It's supposed to stop raining this afternoon. It is going to be pretty warm and humid, so we'll see if the walk happens or not. Today is going to be leg day at the gym, so if I don't get my walk in, I'm not going to be too sad about it. This weekend, I will be out of town with some family, and we'll be doing lots of walking through the weekend. So if I miss a day of walking during the week, that's okay. I've got my breakfast ready. It is just about 12 o'clock. This morning I had some pork belly and 4 fried eggs over medium. 2 of them are the store-bought eggs and 2 of them are our chicken eggs. I am going to be tracking the food that I eat today, and we'll see where everything lies. So I did cut the pork belly a little bit bigger than I did the last time, and I sauteed them in a pan until they were nice and caramelized. They were very crispy on the outside. So the best thing to do with that is to get some yolk on it. And then when you eat it, I swear egg yolk is some of the best sauce or flavoring that you can add to meat. It's just delicious. So I'm going to eat this, not much else planned today. My son has an appointment after school. I'm gonna do some house cleaning and continue on with my job search, but I will let you know the next time I eat something.
There you go again, looking so handsome. Oh, you have your way, and it's making me weaken. You and your stardust, walking like that. It's really getting too much, but I can't pull back. Though I try to resist, I can't fight this. And no one makes me feel like you do. And no one sets my body on fire. And no one gives me shivers like you. Oh, no one does it better. How I try to sleep, but you're deep in my mind. Got a hold of me.
Okay, so leg day is over with, and I am officially walking like a new baby deer. My legs are numb and shaking, so that means I did something right. It was a very hard leg day, and I'm very happy with the progress that I've made. So here I will insert some footage of the exercises that I did. For dinner on Wednesday night, I had a large bowl of taco meat. I did choose today to track what I was eating because everything was really simple, and you can see that I've gone over 200 calories more than my calculated maintenance is. My fat grams and my protein grams are about a 1-to-1 ratio, which is perfect. And protein is over 100 grams, which is what I would aim for if I was tracking, because the very minimum protein that I would have would be about 100 grams per day. But since I'm weightlifting, I try to get over that amount. Today is my progress photo day, and this first photo here is from August 22nd, which is about 3 weeks or so after I started weightlifting, and about 2 weeks after I started doing low carb. And the last photo is from today,
The difference between these photos is about 2 pounds, and I've been bouncing back and forth within the same 6 pounds or so throughout this whole journey. And it just goes to show that you can't really focus on what the scale is telling you, because there's so much more going on inside your body than just how gravity is working on your body. So measurements are definitely changing. I like to do my progress photos on Wednesdays and then do my InBody scan on Friday, because it just kind of provides a little bit of extra motivation rather than doing everything on the same day. And here in a little bit, I will show you what the results of my InBody scan was for this past 2 weeks. Hello and happy Friday. Thank goodness it's Friday. You may notice that there was some footage missing from yesterday. So I did have a situation where I gave in to some impulses, and I had some food that was not triple B and E and was not even low carb. So I chose not to record that. I don't want this video to be triggering for some people, and I would just tell you about it today. So I've shared that I've had some issues in the past with having impulsive urges to go to eat like fast food or whatever, especially if I'm out and about. With me being home alone all day, and with some family member issues going on that have kind of impacted my emotions, you know, it was just kind of a perfect storm for me to go off plan yesterday. With that being said, I am just jumping right back into things today. I'm on my workout schedule, so today was a sprinting day this morning while we were walking the dogs, so I've already done that today. I'm excited because today is my check-in day for the Holiday Transformation Challenge. So I'll be going to get an InBody scan, and also today is chest and triceps day. So I'm actually going to work out before I get my InBody scan. And I've heard that this helps with showing your lean muscle mass is increased. It's basically just playing with the fact that the InBody scan is not super accurate, and at this time it doesn't really matter what it says, because it won't matter until the very last week. Everything's based on a point system, so at the end of 3 months, whoever has the most points wins that category. So what I do to skew the numbers from here until the last week doesn't really matter. I just wanted to see if it works. What else? This weekend is going to be a little bit different. Tomorrow, I'm going to a family retreat type of thing. We go to Bardstown, Kentucky for the weekend. I'm only going for one night, but they always, on the Saturday nights, they always do burgoo and barbecue, and there's lots of sides and desserts and things like that. So I do have a plan in place for that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have burgoo because it is one of my favorite soups in the whole wide world. And if you're not familiar with burgoo, it's usually made with mutton, and then it's kind of like a vegetable soup, but it's just got some really small cut up potatoes and some corn in it. So it's not the worst thing in the world. Corn potatoes is definitely off plan for me, but like I said, it's my favorite, and I probably only get to have it once or twice a year, unless I go to a store and I buy it. And then they'll also have barbecue, so they'll have a pulled pork, mutton, things like that. So I plan on just having some burgoo and a lot of barbecue. It's probably going to have a little bit of sugar and sauce on it, but you know, it's going to be delicious either way. So I'm not going to sweat what is on the barbecue. For breakfast the next day, there's always a really good selection of scrambled eggs, bacon, sausage. So that will be my breakfast on Sunday. The rest of the meals I'll have before we leave or after we come back. So no worries about any temptations. So I will just say that for the weekend, I will put my beef, butter, bacon, and eggs on hold and just try to stay low carb as possible. And as far as workouts go, I will complete my workout Saturday before we go and Sunday after we get back, but there's lots of hills and trails, so I'll be getting a lot of walking in, and in the past I have performed some hill sprints, but I just sprinted today, so I'll probably just be doing a lot of hiking around up and down hills, but nothing too strenuous. Yeah, so I'm gonna go and get my chest workout in, and then I will talk to you later.
So handsome, oh, you have your way, and it's making me weaken. You and your stardust, walking like that. It's really getting too much, but I can't pull back. Though I try to resist, I can't fight this. And no one...
So I just got back from the gym and lunch and went to have my InBody scan. I had chest and tricep workout today and it went well. On my next exercise, there's several exercises that I will be able to increase the weights on, so that's good. I'm progressing. For lunch, I will show a picture, but I had a steak fajita, and I had sour cream and lettuce and a little bit of salsa, no rice, no tortillas, no chips and dip, and it was good. And after that, I went to have my InBody scan done, and I had good results with that. So I was gonna take some footage inside the store. The workers there are very nice and would be okay with that, but there were some other customers and I'm still a little shy about filming around other people. So I did my InBody scan, and as usual, my weight is still about the same as it always is, which does not bother me at all because there are some body composition changes going on. So with my measurement now, since last week, my body fat pounds has gone down 1.4 pounds. And my skeletal muscle mass has gone up 1.1 pounds. That plus the participation of actually going into the store and having the body scan done gives me a total of 31 points. I can see all the other participants on, they have a leaderboard with everyone's points up. No one else has done their weigh-in yet, but they have a full 2 weeks to get it in. And some people's plan might be to wait until the very last day to do it. So I'll see where everyone else lies as the challenge goes on. I just get really excited, so I want to go in on the very first day that I can get my body scan done. Since my first InBody scan, not my first ever, but my first since getting back into working out and eating healthy, since August 25th, my body fat has gone down 3.6 pounds and my skeletal muscle mass has gone up 3.3 pounds. So even though the scale is not doing much, there are a lot of things going on that I can see on the InBody scans and in my progress photos, and I will be including this week's progress photo in the video sometime. So after the weekend, I checked the fitness challenge leaderboards, and that gave some other people a chance to weigh in. The female body recomposition leaderboard is on the left, and the unisex mass gain is on the right. And you can see that on the all-female leaderboard, I'm in first place. As I'm recording this now, the second place person is actually 4 points behind me. And then on the mass gain unisex leaderboard, I am in second place. So that's pretty awesome. Hopefully I can continue to keep this progress going throughout the challenge. Hi, this is Monday, Sarah. Just got on here to let you know that I am ending the video early. So the rest of the week, my diet and exercise was a little bit off the rails, and there are several reasons for that, but mostly just circumstances and me having issues with dealing with things by impulsively getting whatever kind of food that I want to have, and being out of town and being with family who is all having lots of good food that wasn't great for my body, but I didn't want to feel left out. So I did not include that in this video because, first of all, it's not what I'm trying to get through to people who view my videos. I want to have things that are positive and beneficial for my health and my strength and my wellness. So I will be starting again with beef, butter, bacon, and eggs and routine workouts and doing things that are positive and beneficial to my health. And I won't include any of the negative in my videos because it could be triggering for some people. So I will see you again for the Holiday Transformation Challenge and beef, butter, bacon, and eggs next week.